Hi, welcome back to the table. Today I'm gonna be showing you another Halloween game. We're doing a run through to some of our favorite Halloween games here. This one just came out, Scooby-Doo Betrayal: A Mystery Mansion. I've never played Betrayal, but I've been told it plays similar, but much lighter. This one, you'll play the Scooby-Doo gang. Let me show you how it plays real quick. You'll basically pick characters. It plays 3 to 5. We've managed to play 2-player. Here I have Scooby, Fred, and Velma, for example, and you got Shaggy and the other one, Daphne. So we'll do a 3-player game here, for example. The other components are time tracker. Some of the hunts or stories will use some of these items. There's a bag of tokens here. Some of them will use these. You have all these here, and the Scooby snacks. Scooby snacks are used to reroll. You all start with 1, and there are ways to gain more Scooby snacks to reroll. So there are a ton of tokens here for all the different adventures in the game, and they are over in those books there, which we'll go through in a second. I will not be opening them. The way the game works is each character, for example, here Scooby-Doo, they have traits. We have speed, might, courage, and brains. They all have a specific place where they start. It is easily tagged there. These little things are horrible. It is one of the biggest complaints of everybody that has this game that I've read and heard. The game quality is not great, but for the price point, it's a great game for the price point. I highly recommend it for families. It's very fun. It doesn't have anything scary there. Like we play Paranormal Detectives, we play Chronicles of Crime, and I do have to be careful with a lot of the cases there on this one. You play any case, no problem. So the way the game works again is, for example, Scooby has a move of 4, so he can move up to 4. Right now you can only move up to 1. We all start on the mystery machine. We can either leave the mystery machine, go inside a house, or check around the outside of the house. You'll see the piles, the outside pile and an inside pile. For example, Scooby will go inside, he'll move 1, and then he'll be able to investigate. So he'll flip the top tile. You'll get it to match an open door, which will be like this doors here. I know they look close, but they call them open. And then Scooby will move in and he'll stop. And then each card has text on it you'll read and an icon. The icons match the cards, which is real nice. This one, for example, you read here, and then you'll open an event. You'll flip the event. And let's do this one, for example. It's make a wish. I don't want to read it too much. You read the event, and you do a test. The way you do a lot of these tests are, again, from your traits. Velma, for example, here has a courage of 4. That means she rolls 4 dice. And it'll tell you, there's a table there that'll show you what the outcome is. The dice are only, they're kind of cool looking dice. They're just 1s and 2s and blanks. So you roll however many dice your trait is, you add the pips, and that's your result. Again, you have a Scooby snack, you can spend it and re-roll your dice. Again, you can keep moving. The next player, for example, will go. And since Scooby opened that one, Fred can go ahead and keep investigating on the house. And for example, he just found the creepy basement. So he'll go in. He'll read. There'll be a symbol there. This one's a clue. And you'll just read them and keep going. Velma, for example, wants to stay outside. Check the outside. So she'll follow a trail. They have trails. Instead of doors, they're trails. And it's the same concept. She'll move. She'll read. There'll be a symbol there. You'll pull up a card. The game will just keep moving along until you start drawing clue cards. Once you draw a clue card, here's one, for example. You will roll these dice, depending on the amount of clue cards. As soon as you have 1 clue card, you'll roll 1 dice. As soon as your dice rolls equals 5 or greater, that's when the hunt starts. If it's 5 or lesser, you just keep going, keep learning more about your area there. So let's say at one point we have 4 clue cards. We'll roll. If at any time we have 5, again, the hunt starts. In this case, it does not. We had 3. If at any point you draw 9 clue cards, the hunt will start automatically. So either way, you're going to start the hunt. The way the hunt works is real cool. The way we play it is the player who initiated the hunt will play the monster, but you might want to choose depending on your family. If I probably be best to the little kids keep playing the characters, and the parents just go ahead and play the monster, and then the kids can play the monster later because there's a little more reading and involved. So what's gonna happen is, oops, you will get the books. The person who's a monster is gonna get this book. The person who is the rest of the players will get that book, and that's the rule book. You will go ahead. There are 5 mysteries here. You will just grab one. You'll read it, and then you will flip it, and on the back it's gonna show you which item triggered it. So, example, if the suitcase was the hunt, then you just go to that page. If you had the ring, then you go to that other page, 17. So what's going to happen is the players will go to page 17. The monster will go to page 17. And then you will read. The monster will keep their stuff secret because they have special stuff to do. They will have a special token they might pull out. They have special moves. They're going to have a special thing they do that the players cannot know. The players have to figure out what he's trying to do. Many times all you're trying to do is stun the monster. Stunning is the same thing. You'll be fighting, and then there'll be a test you will do to fighting. If you beat the monster, they get stunned. If they beat you, you're stunned. You knock over your standee, and the next turn all you can do is stand back up. That's your turn. Again, I will not spoil anything. There's a bunch of them in here, and the players have a bunch of them in here. For example, the players have a section they will say read out loud. So you'll go ahead and read that out loud for the rest of the players. A lot of times you want to make it very interesting. You can have the monster leave the room so they can't hear that. Or the player can just read it. Again, that's the basic gist of the game. It's a very fun game. It's very lightweight. It does have a nice story. I highly recommend this for families. It does play, it says 3 to 5. You can do 2. Just play 2 characters, and the person playing the 1 character will just be the monster. Or you can just play multiple characters. There'll just be a little more reading, a little bit more hand management here with all of your stuff. Again, I didn't mention this. Characters all have special stuff on them, special starting equipment, and special actions. All characters can give and take equipment when they're next to each other. You can hand over items that might help you. Again, that was Scooby-Doo Betrayal, a Mystery Mansion. It is a win for us here. Go ahead and pick it up. It's not even that pricey. Again, thank you for having us, and take care.